What's going on, everybody? Today we are doing kale greens. Of course, as you know, we go ahead and wash our vegetables. I am using the vinegar and baking soda method this time, making sure to pick out all of the bad sections, any stems that may be too long or too brown, and then rinsing them, smushing them together to make sure that you kind of make them tender, and then doing this about 2 or 3 times, rinsing them, washing them, rinsing them, washing them. Then I'll go ahead and take the greens, put them into a strainer, making sure to get as much water as I can out, because when you add the greens to your liquid, you don't want to have too much liquid in there since we're going to make our own. Now you wash your other vegetables. I am doing the same method to my red and yellow peppers. Then I'm also going to start cutting. So we start cutting our onion. My method is to split it down the middle and then cut it into 3 sections and then dice from the top down. And then I start fourthing the peppers, cutting off the tops, getting all the innards out, and then fourth it, split it down the middle into strips, and then cut it on the bias, which will give you dices. I do that for both the red and the yellow. Then swiftly move on to the pepperoncini peppers, cut off the tips off of those, and then chop them as best as I can individually, and then collectively, and put those to the side. Now I add water to a pot, put the pot on the stove, and then we start rinsing off our smoked turkey meat. Not too much, because you don't want to take all the flavor off. To that pot, I add a little onion. I add salt and pepper and garlic to the pot, then the turkey meat, put it on a boil. Then to the pan, I start adding all of my seasonings to the pan. Of course, we're raising our taste profile, taking them all the way up to the highest level possible. Add my onions and my peppers and the pepperoncinis. And then we are going to mix this until the onions turn translucent, adding salt and pepper to this as well, making sure to build our flavors a little higher. Go ahead and roll those turkey meat pieces over like you're rolling over a baby. Then we're going to go ahead and add our broth, chicken, beef, and vegetable to our pot. Bring it up to a medium heat, add a bouillon cube, a little lemon, and then to our turkey meat, we're going to take that, put it over to the side, and wrap it up in foil so that it can sweat like it's sitting in a sauna. I then took all the remnants of the pan, put them directly into the pot where the turkey meat was. I added some vinegar, I added a little baking soda, and then I added some sugar. And now we're going to go ahead and add our greens to this pot. Don't worry about the height of the greens. They will cook down to almost nothing. So you just mix everything around, making sure that it is on a nice boil. Then I add a special seasoning packet for the greens into here. It just adds another layer of flavor. Now we're going to go ahead and break down our turkey meat, the wing and the drum, making sure to get all that fat around it in there too, because that adds more flavor. Because these suckers were so hot, I had to use gloves to protect my fingers. They were burning. Then we take the turkey meat and move them directly into the pot, mix it up, and let it cook and simmer down on low heat for probably 30-45 minutes. Add it to a bowl, add that pot liquor, and boom, enjoy.